So Total War 3 Kingdoms new DLC is launching in 2 days, and I got pre-release access. I wanted to basically break the game as quickly as possible with a concept that's not exactly new. And basically the way it works is you capture 3 horse pastures and you can reduce the cost of horsemen by 60%. With other upgrades, you can bring that number up really high and you can field insanely large armies for a relatively low cost, which effectively trivializes the game and makes it really easy. I think the best character to do this as is Dong Zhuo, as he starts really close to the horse pastures. And today we're going to be playing as the new Skinny Dong on legendary difficulty, the hardest. There's a horse pasture here, and I believe there's one over here somewhere that if you capture all 3 of them, if you're using a horseman army, those armies start becoming pretty much free. It's a really easy win condition, and I definitely think it needs balancing due to the fact that there's no other win conditions that come anywhere close to this one. It's so easy to accomplish. That being said, let's orient the map due north, and to start out, we gotta fight this dude Shen Shi on turn 1. All right, so the idea with this battle is, Shen Shi wants to duel Dong Zhuo. I think we're going to decline this. These guys are not going to move, so we're just going to get a bit closer to them, keeping our G militia in the front. We're just going to try to bait these cavalry to charge into these G militia. Looks like they're charging. Let's hold, and we need to brace for impact. If they do brace properly, those cavalry should... Okay, they didn't do anything. They were not braced. Everyone just charged. Screwed. And we're going to use Dong Zhuo's ability, which increases damage, increases armor piercing damage, but lowers evasion. And already these guys are running. They're flashing, running. These guys are running too. Okay, cool. Part of the reason why they ran so early is because Dong Zhuo has this Blade of Xiang Yu, which enables scare and scares everyone around him. In that initial charge, we lost about half our G militia, which kind of sucks. They were not braced because they were not standing still for long enough. I believe that's why. Had they would have been completely braced, the cavalry charging them would have got completely shredded, and we would not have lost nearly as many as we did, but that's okay. We got some intimidation. 20 intimidation total, 10 from the quest and 10 from taking out that army, which brings us to, I think that would have been 105 intimidation, but it caps out at 100. Slight misplay there. I should have spent some more intimidation before that battle. And the way to spend intimidation is like we got Ding Yuan over here, who is fairly close. Okay, this guy's actually pretty poor. He will give us 189 per turn though. And if we coerce him, we're actually not getting that much. What about Beyond Zing? Can we intimidate him? We can intimidate him too, but we're only getting 13.7 points for intimidation right now because we don't have that big of an army. So I think we'll hold off on intimidating our neighbors. Let's try to intimidate like Han Fu maybe. This guy's really far away and we're only going to get 11.2 from intimidating him. Can we get some items, by the way? Ooh, we can get like this black stallion. So we'll intimidate him, we'll give him 88 money, and he'll give us this exceptional black stallion. But now we're gonna give that mount to Dong Zhuo. He's gonna get a better mount pretty soon, but once we do, we can always give that mount to someone else and it'll be useful for them. Also in turn 1, we're gonna build a state workshops in Zeki, our other small town, and this is gonna start giving us 100 income per turn starting next turn, and it's gonna pay for itself in 12 turns. Next, we're gonna go to the edge of our border, and we're gonna add this dude Li Ru into our army. Cool thing about Li Ru is he's perceptive, so it gives us a 10% higher chance of capturing enemy officers post-battle, as well as once he gets one more level up, we get patience for 25% more chance of capturing enemy officers post-battle. So enemy officers are basically not going to be getting away once this guy's level 2. And now we can see if we're actually going to make it in 2 turns to this horse pasture, which I think we should. It says we are going to make it in 2 turns, and I'm going to trust the game here, so we'll just do a normal stance. We could march and get a bit closer, but if we do get ambushed while we're marching, our troops are going to be really fatigued and they're gonna be doing less damage and stuff, so we'll just be doing a normal pathing here. We also did get our state workshops built, and we're now gonna upgrade Zeki to a town. This is gonna give an extra building slot and a garrison, which before it did not have any type of garrison, so if someone came into Zeki, they would just take it over without a fight. But now we're gonna have a couple spearmen and some archers to defend it. At least we will in 3 turns, so that'll be nice. All right, turn 3, can we make it to horse pasture? We can. Okay, awesome. All right, so the game plan this time is we're gonna have our archers, well, our archers are already firing at them, I guess. That's gonna make them angry, and they're gonna charge right into our spearmen, hopefully. Our archers are just shredding them too, because they're just G militia and lance cavalry. Well, this guy's a lance cavalry captain, but those all get completely shredded by archers. If we get Dong Zhuo close too, he'll start scaring them, and like these G militia are already running. I don't know what these cavalry are doing. What are they actually doing? What are they trying to accomplish over there? Like, their G militia are already running and they didn't really do anything. Interesting play by the AI here to be just getting shredded by our arrows with these mounted lancers. Oh, and their G militia are coming back, but once they get into Dong Zhuo's radius of his scare effect, they're gonna be running again. Are their lancers gonna charge into us? Nope, these guys are running again. I'm so confused. Okay, here they go. They're finally gonna charge, it looks like. It's gonna hurt actually a little bit. Rate of terror.
What cowards!
And they're about to flee. We did end up losing some Zillion cavalry there because of their final cavalry charge. That's kind of unfortunate. We lost 7 plus 2 of those, which they're going to replenish probably next turn anyways. Not a big deal. And we already have our first horse pasture, which right now it only gives us minus 5% recruitment cost for cavalry and minus 5% upkeep, but we can upgrade that a lot, which we're not going to do just yet because right now the upgrade only gives us plus 5% and we just don't have that many cavalry anyways, so there's really no reason to upgrade it yet. I much more like the idea of grabbing a couple more archer militia, or we could test out this new multiple bolt crossbows, which is a light crossbow artillery, and I kind of want to try this thing out. It's odd, I'm not seeing many bonuses for going for the crossbow artillery over going for trebuchets, as trebuchets do 1.2k armor piercing damage, whereas the crossbow artillery only do 300 armor piercing damage but does 200 range base damage as well. I'm guessing the bonuses for going for the crossbow artillery are they're just more accurate and they do more damage to units, and I'm hoping that's the case. It would just make sense. And so yeah, let's grab 2 of those. The looters colonize this animal tamer, and now the question is, if we do march to here, can we get to this animal tamer in 2 turns? Now it says if we march twice we can get here, but we're gonna have to march here and then we're gonna have to go to normal stance, and then we're gonna have to do normal stance over to this animal tamer. Can we make it in 2 turns? If not, we should have just gone normal stance to the edge of our border, given our troops a turn to replenish, then just normal stance twice to get over this animal tamer. It looks like we should be able to. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Oh no, we ran into this guy. Or did we? I was able to force quit out, and on legendary you only get 1 save, but it does save at the start of your turn. So we can just replay this turn, and what does suck is on my practice run, I did run into that same exact situation, but I completely forgot about it. So yeah, we'll just get there in 3 turns. It does kind of suck. That we're not going to be able to get there in 2, but this dude is going to C-block us, so there's nothing we can really do about it. We did have a little bit of movement left, but we ended turn inside of our border because it'll allow us to replenish just a little bit next turn. And this guy wants to fight. Okay, great. I guess we'll start an open terrain, and let's start pretty far back so our artillery will have time to just shred these guys. I wonder if our units are in the way right now of them shooting. It would make sense that they can't shoot. Oh, okay. They're shooting, I think. And the cavalry are killing themselves on our G militia, which is great. Is this guy going to be unbreakable? Han Quion is not. He will run soon. A lot of commanders are unbreakable and they will not run, but this guy is not unbreakable. And he will run. Do not start killing our artillery. If he kills our... he's killing our bolt crossbowman, dude. He's about to run. I mean, we don't have to kill him, but if he keeps killing our cross... I swear if he... Okay, he's dead, whatever. I didn't want to kill him, but he was doing too much work on our siege crossbows, and I think he actually might have killed some of the people that were manning them. Yeah, he ended up killing 2 of them, because this bolt crossbow is 22, whereas this one only is 20. That does kind of suck. Dude went right for the bolt crossbow, and like, he knew what he was doing. But yeah, let's move over to this animal tamer, and unfortunately we can't attack it this turn. What we can do this turn, though, is upgrade Shuofang to a regular town, and that's going to cost us 1,500, half our money almost, but it's going to give us another building slot, and it's going to give it a bit of a garrison as well. Not that it really matters too much. Shuofang's pretty far in the corner, so it's probably not going to get attacked by anyone, at least not anytime soon. The main thing we need to worry about is Zeki, and we actually want to upgrade that to a large town, I think ASAP. It says it doesn't improve the garrison at all, although I think the layout is harder to attack and it's easier to defend, and it also gives us a little bit more income. Not enough to write home about, but we want to get Zeki up to a small city as soon as we can so we can build patrols, which is going to put 4 more units in the garrison, and it's going to make it much easier to defend. And we can't put patrols into Zeki until it is a small city. All right, at the start of turn 7, I believe we're going to be attacking this animal tamer. Hopefully we can actually do it, because I'm pretty sure we can attack these guys and then attack the animal tamer. Or we can just get right by them. They have a really small force here. I guess the animal tamer has no garrison defending it, because this guy's got 60 horsemen and then himself, so that's 61. And then this dude's reinforcing it with 20 units, and he's got 19 horsemen with himself, that's 20. So yeah, there's no garrison here at the animal tamer. We will attack and fight this one on the field. This fight should be fairly easy. Their main force is over here, so we got all of our bowmen over here, our artillery, and 1 G militia. Another thing to note about these guys is they are really susceptible to range attacks, whereas the enemy that's reinforcing from the opposite side, which is this side, they're attacking us from behind. They're pretty good against bowmen, but they are really susceptible to our Zillion cavalry, mainly because they have shields and they just don't do a whole lot of damage. So we'll have one of our G militia just tank their charge, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just have Dongswo just charge in there and just shred them, because yeah, they don't seem too willing to charge us, so we're gonna have to charge into them. What is that? Charge resist. Oh no, we're not doing any damage to them on the charge, at least. And they get 100% more melee evasion, so we're not hitting them, or we are hitting them because they're flashing. That's odd, we were hitting them even though they had that buff. And yeah, they're all dead. We don't want to kill this guy, don't kill him. Just let him run. At least this way there's a chance that we capture him and don't end up killing him. We can always execute him later. And here we go. Our artillery are bombarding these mounted lancers. Oh, that shredded them a bit. 3 of them just got taken out with that volley. I just don't know if it's worth, because these things are so expensive. They cost 280 per turn, and with that amount of money we can get what, like 6 archers for 1 bolt crossbow. I don't know. I don't know if the bolt crossbows are worth. Unfortunately, we killed one of their generals, another one got away, but that's okay. We'll just occupy the animal tamer. And before we end the turn, we're gonna add Zurong into the army. This is really good because if we make him command, he's gonna give us 5% more replenishment. If Dongzhuo is commanding, we get 50% less attrition from military supply shortage, which is not a big deal. We're not running out of military supplies just yet, so we're not losing anything from not having Dongzhuo our commander. Can that guy take our horse pasture, I wonder? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's got a garrison there. I'm pretty sure it would just destroy him. He's got no units. We will chase him down with our army though, because there's nothing over here to the left that we need to conquer just yet. There's this farmland way over here that we can go for, and in my practice run there was a pretty big army over here that we need to intercept, or it's going to start ravaging through our territory. So yeah, we'll go towards that. Wait, what? This guy's trebuchets? So in my practice run, I did not get attacked by a dude with trebuchets. That's actually not something I was expecting to have happen, but we can raise an army in Zeki. Like, Guosi is not that expensive. He's only 900. Zhu B is only 450. Let's get both these guys on the field. Let's also get some more archers in there to just help defend. We've spent all of our money pretty much, and we're only getting 300 income, which is not much income at all. To get us a bit more income, we can coerce the Han Empire, who apparently is pretty rich. They got a pretty good amount of money, 15k. They're going to give us 382 per turn for 10 turns, which is going to amount to almost 4k, and we can get this because coercing them will give us a lot of trade points, 18.8, which is really nice. So yeah, let's propose this deal. It does cost intimidation points, and now we're down to 56 intimidation. In order to gain a little bit of that back, we're going to execute Li Ju, which is going to give us 10 intimidation, and it's also going to give us 250 funds. Now in 3 kingdoms, this would give you, I think it was like 1,000, or actually on some characters it was like 1,600, and you can hire people for 1,000 and you could execute them for 1,600, so you'd actually get a profit for doing that. But yeah, it looks like they've nerfed it here, so we only get 250. Doing this is also going to give -10 satisfaction to all of our other generals, and now a lot of people are pretty upset. Like Guosi is actually really upset. He's only down to 7 satisfaction. If he gets to 0, he'll defect. But he also has lack of purpose, which I think is going to go away next turn because we did give him purpose by hiring him as a general versus just having him sit at the court. That's why people are getting lack of purpose, because like, yeah, this guy has it too. And he also has -10 intimidated by execution, which is going to go away after 5 turns. But yeah, we keep moving our main army towards this farmland, and we're actually going to march it this turn so we can get really far. We're not going to get any replenishment, but that's okay. We're pretty much almost replenished to full on a lot of our units. And the main thing is I don't think we're going to get attacked this next turn. We're not going to get that fatigue penalty for getting ambushed while we're marching. And it looks like we just got this quest done, and this was, I believe, Lu Bu's unique mount from 3 kingdoms, although it looks like it belonged to Dongzhuo before him. But yeah, this thing's insane. It's really quick and it has huge mass. 2.5k mass is really fat. We'll give this to Dongzhuo and it'll make him even more of a beast. And I think we'll give this black stallion to Li Ru. Even though he's not going to be using it for any combat stats, it does give him 6 cunning, which is going to give more ammo to our archers and our siege weapons. And we can also give him this refined mathematician, which is going to give him 4 cunning too. And with that, we're going to end turn. The question now is, can we hold on to Zeki, or will it fall to Zhu Zongdao? The battle predictor actually predicts that we win a Pyrrhic victory, which means it's going to be really close. And I kind of like that outcome, but we will fight it on the field. All right, so here's the layout. They're going to be attacking onto this side, it looks like, into these towers. And these towers over here can fire at them while they're trying to breach our main choke point. We also have a few deployables. So we plopped a barricade over here and here, and we got some archers manning it. The thing with these archers is they're just the garrison archers, and they cannot do any advanced formations, whereas these archers belonging to Zhu B can do this loose formation, which makes it harder for them to be hit if they're taking arrow fire or trebuchet fire. So the idea here is all these archers belonging to Zhu B are going to be defending the choke point, and yeah, they're going to be getting bombarded by trebuchet and archers. But if they're in loose formation, they're not going to take much damage, and by the time the enemy breaks through these archers, hopefully they should be out of ammo, and so these archer militia are going to be completely fine, and they should be able to just completely destroy whatever enemies are left breaching our defenses. There's also a couple extra new deployables like these wooden stakes, which we put right in front of our capture point. Apparently they're able to skewer any horses that try to trample over them. Also, we got this burning oil, which we can ignite when enemies pass over it, and we're going to hope that the enemies do pass over this oil. If the AI was smart, they would see that we have these wooden stakes over here and they would just attack like a different side, but I don't think they're that smart, even though it's on legendary, and the AI is supposed to apparently be uberly on legendary. And here comes our trebuchet fire. Looks like it missed, actually. They didn't hit our buildings or any of our units even. They should get their trebuchets a bit closer too. They're not very accurate from that far away. Well, accurate enough. I guess they did hit this tower, and they hit some of our G militia too. Could send our generals out there and try to distract, actually. That might be a good play too. We're sending our generals out of their trebuchets. I wonder if they're gonna let us just take them out, or looks like they're sending some mounted lancers over. We sent our generals out of these trebuchets, and these guys actually aren't completely out of ammo. They're pretty much out of ammo, but not fully. And ooh, we're kind of getting shredded by their mounted lancers though. I feel like our generals are gonna get shredded by them because the mounted lancers have good armor piercing. And yeah, Guosi lost some HP. Our strategist is also losing HP. I mean, the dude's a strategist. He's not gonna be doing too much work. I think we just run. Hopefully we can outrun them. And this is actually really good. We've aggroed this mounted lancer over to this tower, which is currently shredding them. We're down to 21. They were at like 23 just pretty recently. And we also got these towers that are shredding them too. Around 19, 18 now. Our strategist is losing HP. We gotta get him back. Let's have them run this way. And yeah, these guys are flashing. They're gonna run soon. So that's actually really good. We got one of their mounted lancers out of the way already. And now they're gonna be attacking through these towers. I don't know if we can actually hold that choke point and get over there in time. Yeah, they've completely broken through, and we're just gonna hold a choke point over here. The thing that does suck is, ooh, these guys are running already. Because of Roar of the Beast, it gives them negative 18 morale, but it's gonna run out soon. They should turn and fight in a second here. Are they gonna keep running? No, they have 15 morale. They should stop running. We also have these captains nearby too, which should be inspiring them and giving them more morale. A lot of their units are running though too. It's looking like everyone just wants to run. Like no side is really having units that are actually brave. Looks like it's just their archers left though, and their general. All the rest of their units are running. Guosi's coming in from behind on these archers, and this guy's actually flashing. He's gonna run soon. He's just getting shredded by these infantry captain. They have really good armor piercing damage. Nope. And that guy's gonna run. This thing's flashing too. They're probably gonna run. There goes the archer captains. Yeah, they're gone. GG. I don't even know if that was a Pyrrhic victory, by the way. I think that was a decisive or heroic victory, I guess. We only lost 300 and we still have 378 remaining, and so I think that's why we got a heroic victory, because the game thinks we should have lost more. For completing a quest, I think it was just like engage armies in battle. We got this battle axe. It's basically just an item that you're gonna get no matter what, and we're gonna give that to Guosi. Gives him way more armor piercing damage, way more base damage, and a lot more resolve. We gave him the axe because we're actually gonna chase down this army that just attacked us. They are really weak, and we can actually reach them. Our forces are evenly matched, and it predicts a close victory. But they do have a lot of mounted lancers, and our archers should shred those. So yeah, we should be okay. We can lay down deployables here. We got a tower that we can lay down, and then we can lay down some spikes. We'll just put those in front of our tower, and we'll have our archers just kind of sit behind those. And we also have some oil. Okay, wait, maybe we should just move this stuff back a little bit. Put the spikes and put the oil in the front. The only thing that's gonna suck here is they do have trebuchets. So yeah, we should probably spread out a bit. And now the question is, are they gonna charge us? I don't think they are. The trebuchet hasn't really hit anything so far, and actually maybe the play is we just move way back, or maybe we'll just give them like one archer group to fire at, just so that they can't hit multiple archers if they miss horribly or something and they get really lucky. Yeah, their trebuchets are missing horribly, and trebuchets without flaming shot are pretty bad against hitting units. And speaking of flaming shot, I'm hoping that flaming shot will apply to the artillery that we have right now, which is like the bolt artillery, because if not, I feel like those bolt artillery really suck. But yeah, these guys are gonna make us charge them, which is completely okay. So yeah, we're just going to exchange fire with them and bait them to charge us. We're shredding their archers, and it looks like we're actually hitting their general too. I think they did nerf the fact that generals take pretty much no damage from arrows. In Three Kingdoms, I remember generals for the most part would take pretty much no damage from archers. Like, I guess strategists would, but normal generals would not. And yeah, it looks like their archer captains are running. I don't know why their lancers are not charging in yet. Oh, okay. Speaking of which, they're charging now. Guosi actually kind of counters these guys because he has Earth and Rampart, which gives 900% charge resist. So when these guys do charge into us, they're not gonna be charging for that much damage, I don't think. They're still gonna hit hard. Yeah, these archers are done. Our archers are done for. Like, these guys are running too. This is not good. We might actually lose this. We got a tower back here, actually. I completely forgot about that. It's now shooting at them. Maybe we just run back to this oil in the tower. It's just our generals left, or everyone else ran. It's not just our generals though. We do have this tower and we have this oil. And the battle predictor predicted that we win this too. Like, what? Set this oil on fire, I guess. Okay, it's burning. Now run. I think it kind of burned some of these cavalry a little bit. That one's running. That's really good. We really need to kill this freaking general. Like, I've been having Guosi try to whack on him, but he's just been not hitting him. And this guy cannot die. Zubi, run. Zubi, no. You cannot die here. Guosi, save him. Okay, wait, he's running. That's actually good. Guosi is holding the line, and he's got a lot of morale. 96 morale for Guosi somehow. Okay, their general's running. This guy's running. They just have this mounted lancer that's still up. We need to keep it out of this tower radius and keep the tower up. Okay, it looks like we are keeping it up. These guys are running. These guys are running now. And man, Guosi's morale is insanely high still. I don't know how it's so high. Like everyone else has died. And his HP is like kind of low. I'm surprised that he's still up. But yeah, there goes the trebuchet, and we won. Oh, this guy actually looks really good. He's scholarly, so he gets more XP. He's patient, so he has fatigue resist. That means he's going to be just running around the battle all the time, never going to get fatigued, pretty much. And he has charge reflect, so he can't take damage from being charged. Really high base salary, though, 200. That really hurts. But I think we'll still employ him, and we'll just take the temporary income hit. Or do we just kill him off? Because, yeah, he's going to cost 200, and he does have dignity, which is really bad in my opinion for anyone that's not the prime minister, heir, or faction leader. It makes it so his retinue is disciplined and they will not get a morale penalty when the general dies. Like the general is not going to be dying, so we don't really care about that. And can also rally after routing more often. I don't like that path. Yeah, I think we're just going to kill him for that 250 extra funds and that 10 intimidation. So my practice run, there was an army coming from Onding over to Shuofang, but there wasn't that massive siege at Zeki with those trebuchets, so I'm kind of confused on what the AI is going to do next. We'll move our main army up to the border, and I'm not sure we can actually set up an ambush here. Yeah, we actually can. Let's do that. Let's set up an ambush. Let's bring our secondary army over here and meet up with these guys. All right, so I'm not seeing their army. Now the question is, can we get to Onding in 2 turns? It says we can. It'll take 3 turns to get behind Onding, but 2 turns should make it to Onding. So yeah, let's just do a normal stance walking there. And here's their army. Oh, yep, here's their fat army. I don't know if we can take these guys. This is a bit scary. Maybe I should just reload this turn. Because yeah, even though it's legendary, I can go back to the start of this turn. But once I do end this turn, I can't go back and we'll be stuck here. This guy will definitely attack us next turn. And he's going to be able to have Tion Kai with him, who doesn't really have much of an army. And this guy's really wounded. I wonder if the farmland can actually help, though. I don't think the farmland is close enough for their garrison to help. And I actually don't even know if the farmland has any garrison. If it's like a tier 1 farmland, it won't have a garrison, I think. These Zhelang cavalry will completely mow down these axe bands. Like, they will just destroy them, and so will Dongzhuo. And so for that reason, I think we can actually take these guys. Yep, we're gonna enter and YOLO it. We're going for the Dongzhuo world record here. We gotta take some risks. And yep, here they come. Oh yeah, they're doing it. Our forces are evenly matched. Our advisors predict a close defeat. Okay. I don't know if it's factoring in our Zhelang cavalry being absolutely beast. And like, we have the artillery, which are, by the way, pretty much healed up, so we're gonna have a lot of those on the field. I think before they were only halfway healed up. I'm actually pretty confident here. We should be able to do this. All right, so we gotta put down our tower. I guess we'll just put it down right over here. Maybe we're on top of this hill. I think that's a good spot. And then we'll put the spikes like just to the right of it, I guess. Well, those things go out pretty far. And then we'll just drop some oil over here. And we'll have our archers just like stand back here behind the oil, I guess. That's assuming the enemy's gonna charge us, which I think they will, because we do have these bolt crossbows. And the enemy usually will charge into artillery. We'll set all our crossbows right up behind these stakes and let's move this oil over just a little bit. Okay, we'll have the rest of our units just kind of chill back and we'll see what the enemy does here. Pretty sure they're gonna charge us. Yeah, they're not charging. Or are they? Oh, they actually might be charging. Maybe I should have just given them more time on the other battles too, and they might have charged in. Because yeah, these guys are going in. And here goes. They're getting in range of our bolt crossbows. I can't get too close to them because we're on legendary and it won't let me. Well, I can get kind of close. Who should we be aiming for, by the way, with these? Ooh, we got some hits on their archers, I guess, and some of their... Oh, okay, we're kind of missing there. But yeah, we're getting hits. Who do we really want to take out here? Missile defense, yeah, we don't want to be firing into these Jian infantry captains. Or I don't know if it really matters because these bolt crossbows do armor piercing damage. Maybe we'll try to take out these Jian infantry captains. These guys are already fleeing, that's good. Wait, these infantry captains are already flashing? Okay, that's so good. The captains provide a morale bonus to nearby allies too. That's really, really good that we're taking them out. And yeah, let's duel this guy, heck yeah. Dongzhuo can definitely take out this dude. I'm completely confident in his ability. Let's have him use Reign of Terror before he engages, and that's going to give him a bunch more damage, but it's going to lower his evasion, which actually might be a bad thing. It just depends on if he can actually hit Tang. Okay, he actually clobbered him with a hit there. Okay, he's actually destroying him. 2 hits, take him down to about 60, 70. We'll have our cavalry go over here and take on these axe bands, and we'll have all of our archers just do whatever. There's not really any targets for these archers to hit, because all these guys have shields for the most part. And the game crashed. That's actually wild. wild. I don't remember ever having a game crash throughout the entirety of my Three Kingdoms playthroughs. I might have had like maybe 3 crashes out of my entire 402 hours of playing Three Kingdoms, but yeah, this is still in the beta, so we got to remember that. And I should probably put in a ticket somewhere on like, I guess, what was happening when it crashed. The only thing I would have done probably a little bit differently is I'm gonna move my infantry up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put these horsemen over here on the side, so that when we do charge in at them, we'll be charging downhill a little bit, and we'll get a bit of a charge bonus into them. Go to these guys. Yeah, we'll duel again, of course. And Dongzuo has emerged victorious. That's awesome. Wait, these axebands are flashing at like full HP because Dongzuo's nearby. And this guy's almost dead. Wait, Dongzuo can just kill that guy super easy. Let's have our horsemen charge into these axebands as well. They are absolutely destroyed, and that was my pizza thing going off. My pizza is ready. Actually can I pause? Yeah, I can. Unfortunately, my pizza got done right as our cavalry were about to hit their axemen, and yeah, they're actually running already. Couldn't really see the action, but yeah, dead. General's dead. That's really good. These guys are running now. Our Zillion cavalry haven't even done much damage or gotten hurt much, and most of these guys are actually fleeing already. These guys are fleeing at full HP. Wait, what? I'm so confused. The numbers were even, I thought. Like, what is going on with their morale? They have some issue where I guess maybe it's Dongzuo is just so terrifying. He is terrifying to people that are around him, but man, I didn't know he was this terrifying to the whole battlefield. And there we go, victory. Holy cow, that was easy. I was expecting to potentially lose that. We not only did not lose that, we only lost 54 units out of 1,000. We just got a bunch of money for that too. I didn't see how much money we got, but we get a good amount of money, plus we can ransom their troops. Let's do that. And I do apologize for my pizza alarm going off, but I wasn't expecting that battle to last that long. The game did crash, so I kind of blame that. And can we make it to Onding this turn? Oh, we can't. I think that had something to do with the fact that we fought that battle, because yeah, we should have been able to make it to Onding according to our calculations from earlier. We do have a bit of money, and there's some improvements that we can do at Zeki. We can upgrade to a small city. I think we should probably do that just because it's going to give our settlement walls, which makes it so the enemy will have to besiege instead of just attacking right away. And we can also build patrols, which is going to make it even fatter garrison. I think this is really important because Zeki is on our borders, and we want to make sure that we secure our borders. It's going to also cost 2 food per turn, but we have 3 food per turn, so we can afford it. Let's also upgrade this deserted animal tamer, which is currently doing nothing for us, to a renowned animal tamer, which is A, going to provide a garrison. It currently has no garrison, and B, it's also going to make it so this craftsman can produce exceptional mounts with a very small chance of producing a unique mount. So yeah, let's do that. And over time, it's just going to make us mounts, which we can trade. And if we want to upgrade it even further, it can give us really good mounts pretty often. So our generals are going to be even more beastly. I'm not sure if we're going to do it, especially not early on, because we are kind of low on money, but it is something to look into. And we definitely want to at least have it be a renowned animal tamer. All right, we're now going to take on Onding, which apparently is the capital of the looters. So I don't know what's going to happen with them, if they're just going to go away after we take this out. This might be kind of a hard battle though. They do have 7 units and we have 939. Hopefully we'll win this if we do delegate. Yeah, we actually lost 8 units there. That's pretty insane. I don't know how we lost 8 units, but let's go with it. We got some intimidation, which by the way, I think we're above 100. Yeah, we're at 100 intimidation, and I think we might have just wasted some. One thing I forgot about is we can actually do a trade agreement, and Tao Qian really wants to do a trade agreement with us. He'll give us 208 per turn on top of the trade agreement, which is giving us both 387 per turn, and we just have to coerce him a little bit. He'll take the deal. And with that, we're getting 1454 per turn because of all the amazing trades that we're doing, which is just absolutely awesome, as it is fueling our pretty large military we have going on right now. I still don't know if these multiple bolt crossbows are worth it, because yeah, they're costing a ton of money, but for the sake of science we will keep using them because they are a new unit, and I want to keep doing tests on them and just kind of test out if they're really all that good. I mean, in the last battle it seems like they were pretty good, so we'll just keep using them. And once we get flaming shot, we might actually be able to set their projectiles on fire, which we will be getting once Li Ru gets 2 more level ups. He's currently at 1900 out of 3000 XP, and if we do keep getting him in battles, I believe that does level him up quicker. Since we do have a bit of extra cash, we're gonna upgrade Onding to a tier 1 farmland. Currently it is just a overgrown grain field and it's doing nothing for us, but making it a regular grain field is gonna give it a garrison, and it's gonna give us 2 extra food per turn, which is gonna be really nice. We will have some extra food for some time, and with that extra food we can trade it off now. If you're watching this Creative Assembly, which you're probably not, like 90% of me is pretty convinced that you're not, but on the very small chance you are watching this, please try to make this trading menu a bit less grindy in terms of, like, if I want to figure out who wants food, I have to go through each person, and like this guy actually has a lot of money, but he doesn't really want to part with it that much. I mean, I guess we can get like 200, and that's gonna be the perfect amount. We could give him some more food too, but yeah, let's just do one food. And actually right here we can see who's low on food. So like I'm kind of just a noob. Like this guy's rich on food. Usually if they're low on food, like this guy, Cao Song, he probably will give us a lot for it. Yeah, he'll give us 6 points for 4 food. That's actually insane. Let's see if this guy will pay us if we do a little coercion. This is gonna cost, whoa, 20 points for coercing him. And that's another thing that I wish would pop up right away if we typed in like, who can we coerce? Like who's weak and who is someone that we can just bully? And it's like, this doesn't even make sense because Cao Song is so far away. How can we bully him? If we look on the map, we're over here and Cao Song is way the heck over here. But apparently he's really scared of us. I guess we have way more military strength than him. So yeah, he'll actually give us a ton of money. 290 per turn for 10 turns, and we're only giving him 2 food per turn for 10 turns, which we could actually give him more. No, I think we can actually only give him 2 because yeah, we now have a 2 food surplus, and we will be upgrading Zeki to a small city in 3 turns. So we're gonna need that 2 food for that city. Now the only thing is, I just realized we are very low on intimidation, and if we're not intimidating the peoples, we are losing public order, which is actually pretty bad. We're losing 9 public order per turn in Shufang, which means that it's gonna spawn a rebellion eventually. That kind of sucks. Actually, pretty much everywhere we're losing intimidation. Even here we have a garrison at Onding, but once we leave that garrison, we're gonna start losing a ton of public order. I think the only way around that is we upgrade like this animal tamer to a famous animal tamer, which actually is a good thing to do. It's gonna have a small chance of producing a unique mount versus the one we have now is a very small chance of producing a unique mount, but it's also gonna give it a fatter garrison, so that if there is a rebellion there, that garrison should be able to take it out. And with that, we're gonna keep moving our armies towards Onding. If we do encounter any enemies here, we will kill them and we'll gain intimidation that way. So we will be able to turn around our public order problem that way. And yeah, let's march towards Onding. If we do get caught here, it's going to kind of suck. But it looks like Baigong Boyu doesn't have that many units. So even if he does attack us, I'm not too worried about him. Like our units will be tired if they do engage us, but he doesn't have that many units. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's got a good amount of units. So he's got a lot of archers, which I'm not worried about the archers. The only thing I'm worried about is like, these Queen riders I think are pretty strong, and all of our units are going to be fatigued. Oh crap, this actually sucks so bad. We're going to lose units here, but it is what it is, I guess. We're going for that world record pace, baby. If I didn't march here, I think it was going to take 3 turns to get to Onding, and we can't be taking 3 turns. 2 turns is all I'm going to give it. But yeah, fatigue actually doesn't seem like it affects range units that much. It makes them reload slower. The main thing is it sucks for melee units. It lowers their melee attack by 25%, their melee damage by 10%, armor by 10%. Okay, that's not that bad. Charge bonus by 25% too, that kind of sucks. And this is all from the Warhammer wiki, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. Well, we got what looks like might be a pretty defensible hill over here, and we do have some deployables that we can drop down, like some towers as per usual. We got the barricades, we got the oil down here. We also have a river on our flank, which is really nice. I guess we're not very tired, we're just tired, which actually isn't as bad. It lowers reloading by 15% and melee attack by 15. That's not terrible. Charge bonus by 10. Okay, we can deal with this. Wait, just by moving that guy a little bit, he's very tired. Oh no. So yeah, we really don't want to charge into them. Like, yeah, this guy's very tired too after just moving a tiny bit. We're not charging into them, and yeah, okay, they're charging into us. They're actually going to be charging across rivers, which is kind of nice. We'll change face on our siege weapons, and we'll have them face towards these guys, and yeah, they're going to have to go over rivers and stuff, which is going to suck for them. Bring our archers up here. A nice defensible position up on top of this hill, and yeah, let's bring our G militia over here as well. And there we go. We're starting to hit their Queen raiders. Yeah, I like the idea of attacking these guys. Those are their strongest cavalry. These lancers we can actually take out with just our archers. I'm not really too worried about them, although okay, they're getting a bit close for my liking. Oh, we can see the fatigue levels here too if I hit spacebar. A lot of our units are already exhausted. Or very tired rather. But yeah, here we go. We've already taken out a bunch of their mounted lancers, and our archers just shred them, and yeah, their morale's actually terrible. They're flashing after they only lost 10. That's really good. Archers are shredding these mounted lancers too. Yep, they're flashing as well. That's awesome. Let's bring over, oh crap, they're actually getting our archer line. That's not good.
Our men are spotted.
Oh man, our archers are getting pounded. We just lost like 30 on that charge. We need to get Dongzuo over here and scare these guys away. Yep, they're running now. Dongzuo is too terrifying. Our archers are running though. That kind of sucks. That really sucks actually. We need to take out these Queen raiders now with our G militia, who are getting into our bolt crossbows. Oh no, we're shredding them so hard. Yeah, well, we're gonna lose bolt crossbows. Like, this is a terrible fight for us to be in, so taking casualties is something we should have expected. Looks like these Queen raiders are running with 17 left still. That's actually really good. I think we're gonna have Dongzuo just chase them away, because they will come back if we don't chase them away and finish them off. And wait, these G militia are already wavering. That's not good. They're gonna run soon. I think we want to have our raiders along with Dongzuo just pound their archer line. Like, we got to get in there. Okay, I think we only have Dongzuo take on their archer archers, and then we need to get Zurong back over here to just help defend stuff. Like these Geon infantry captains are actually flashing. They're gonna run soon. We just need to get a general in there and convince them that running is a good idea. Okay, we're winning the morale battle, I think, in terms of like a lot of our units are still pretty good on morale. At least, well, these Zillion cavalry are about to run. These ones are okay though. And Dongzhuo is just trying to herd off their archers like goats. Let's get our strategists over there into their archer line too. I think that would help. Zurong is gonna have to duel Baigong. Wait, we can actually hamstring this guy too. We can hamstring Baigong Boyu. That's gonna do some damage to him and slow him down. Our units are so tired, like they're all exhausted. Dongzhuo is exhausted too. He's at full HP though, so like I think if it's just him left, he can take on these guys. We're also about to kill our general too, which is gonna be good for lowering the enemy morale. And we still have this tower up, which is really nice. This thing's just been firing nonstop. Yeah, Baigong Bayu is about to be gone from this battle. He is unbreakable though. He's not gonna run until we kill him. Fight till the very last. Okay, he's dead actually. And it looks like it's just archers left. You can definitely take those on pretty easily. They will not do any damage to Dongzhuo for the most part. Partly due to the fact that his Dongzhuo armor has 80 armor base, which is insanely high. We just need to have him take on these Queing archers, which are gonna run as soon as he just starts shredding through them. Oh, we have a bunch of units back here. I didn't even realize these bolt crossbows actually have so much ammo left still. Like, oh no. Oh, I guess they lost their siege weapons. That's why they will not shoot. All the siege weapons got destroyed, which will replenish after the battle. But yeah, for now we just have no siege weapons. Looks like for the most part everyone's running. We just have this archer over here. These archers are running. This archer's flashing now. I think that's their last archer. Yeah, this guy's, yeah, they're all running. GG. Man, that was brutal. Like, I was not sure if we're gonna win that. Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, that was definitely a close one. We lost so many units there that we didn't really have to lose, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I could have fought that much better. I mean, of course I could. Like, some Total War pros are looking at me fight this and they're like, dude, you could have done X, Y, and Z. But if we weren't marching there when we got attacked and we had just normal fatigue, I think we would have just rolled over them pretty hard. We ended up losing over half our forces, which does kind of suck. But they ended up losing even more, and we did gain a little bit of intimidation, and we captured Yu Mo, who is pretty bad for a strategist. He has no bonuses to cunning, and distinguished also makes him so he has increases ambition to gain independence as administrator, which is never a good thing. We will employ him though, and we will execute the crap out of this guy, which does upset people, but it does give us back some intimidation. And we got intimidation from winning that battle. If we do win, I think, one more battle, we should start not losing as much public order. Like, there's 3 thresholds you can see right here. We're currently at insignificant intimidation, which is -6 public order, but if we get up here, it's actually +2 public order, and if we get all the way up here, it's +8 public order. It's just that the higher tiers you go, you start losing more intimidation per turn. So like here you lose 4 intimidation per turn, here you only lose 2, and here you only lose 1 because you're just not intimidating anything. So that's pretty cool. Liru also goes upgrade for patience, so we have a 25% chance more of capturing enemy officers as long as he's in the battle. And next level up, we'll be getting resourcefulness, which will give flaming shot to our retinue, and hopefully our siege weapons will be able to make use of that. Now the question is, can we take on Onding's toolmaker with our really wounded army? Is there nearby enemies that are about to ambush us once we take this on? And it looks like they do have 323 units defending it, which does kind of suck. We are running pretty dry on units, and they have towers. Okay, this is going to be really hard actually. Although we do have crossbow artillery, so maybe these guys will actually charge out at us. These towers on the side cannot hit us as long as we go close to the river. Every other side of this base will be running into 4 towers. This way we're only running into 2, so I think it is going to be the best way if we do have to charge at them, which it's looking like we're going to have to. And we have a really good line of sight on their units. Like, they should be able to just completely destroy them. Assuming we had all of them, that would actually be amazing. We don't have all of them, unfortunately, and these guys are really wounded, but we still got 2 of them up out of, I think, 8 total. And yeah, here we go. Let's start pounding their infantry captains. We want to take those guys out first because, yeah, they're giving morale to nearby allies, and we've seen before how morale can really affect battles. All right, well, our siege weapons are out of ammo. Now the question is, do we just charge in their towers? Like, I don't like doing that. I was gonna send our generals all the way around and try to take their capture points from behind, but I think we'd be taking more damage if we did that rather than just trying to break through their lines, because like Dongzhuo can just break through their lines hard, I think. And we also have some Zillion cavalry left, not many, but we have 12 of them, which will help us. And here we go. Dongzhuo is about to break through their lines, kinda. Okay, he didn't really break their lines at all, actually. Let's have him try to aggro these guys back more and see if any of them will chase him. And here comes our other dudes, Brazilian cavalry, and let's give them reign of terror too, giving them more damage. And we're about to capture these towers. Well, we're not really capturing them. It's still controlled pretty hard by the enemy. A lot of these guys are flashing though, and oh yeah, we're actually taking the tower. It's ours now. It's not firing at us anymore. These guys are running. This guy's flashing. Saber militia, don't be a hero, dude. Just surrender. We'll ransom you. And yep, GG. Actually wasn't that bad. Like Dongswo did take some damage, but not that much considering we didn't really have all that much of an advantage there. Like we didn't have flaming arrows or anything, which would have been really nice to be able to take those towers out. We had to brute force our way in there. Yeah, we only lost 35 units and a good amount of Dongswo's health, but that's okay. We got a rank up too. Second Marquis as well, which is actually pretty good. I believe that means we have an administrator slot, and we also picked up Gu Boxian, the village chief, who's really expensive, 200. He's cheerful, so he gets a lot more satisfaction. Brilliant, so he gives us more ammo. Actually, that's pretty nice. Less ammo for all enemy units in the same county too. And he's determined. Like this dude's actually pretty good. We do already have somebody that's brilliant though. Dong Pishan, Dongzuo's wife, is actually brilliant, which it would actually be really nice if we had someone that's brilliant on the field with us, because yeah, this increases ammo for all units that are in the same county as long as they're ours, and reduces all ammo for enemy units in the county. It's a really good thing to have. It's just that like I haven't been able to put Dong Pishan on the field yet because she's not all that great. Just in terms of like she's a commander, she doesn't really have any bonuses that are really all that cool. Like she's a magistrate, so she gets 5 expertise, 5 cunning, 5 authority. But like Wukong, for example, is a seeker of talent, and he gets 15 resolve, 5 instinct, 10 authority. And even this guy, like I haven't been able to put him on the field yet because commanders are more focused around cavalry, and we can't really afford to have a lot of cavalry on the field right now. Not until we get our horse pastures leveled up. I hate to do it to him. Like Gu Bioxian is actually pretty good, and it says he's legendary. I still don't know why he's legendary or what makes somebody legendary. Like his cost is legendary. He costs 200 per turn. Like someone was saying if they're above 100 in something, that makes them legendary, but he's only at 84 resolve. I do like his cheerful trait though. That's actually really nice. It does suck to have to get rid of this guy. We can't execute anyone right now. Maybe it's because we've executed someone too recently. And oh man, Dongswo just got a level up. There's so many different things we can do for him. It's quite the decision. So if we go for vengeance, it enables scare, but he already is scared because he's using the blade of Xiangyu. So we could give this to someone else, which would make them have scare. And ordinarily I wouldn't even go for this, but Dongzuo's special ability is Blade Breaker, and if his health goes below 50%, he gets 100% extra armor, which like already Dongzuo's armor gives him an insane amount of armor, and that's just gonna make him a literal tank. I feel like we really want to rush for that ability, and like we could go down here for flexibility and then go over to reach, but I don't know if we want to waste that many points on that because we also want to give Dongzuo Zeal. That's gonna make him attack really quick, and it also gives the army 10% more melee armor piercing damage. And like mobility is not bad either. It's gonna give his retinue more movement speed, and if he's commanding, it's gonna give everyone more morale. There's just so many good things that we can go for with him, and he's only level 4. He's gonna get a lot more level ups as we progress. We could just go for flexibility and then go for reach. These are both actually really good, and we could just make him command the army. Usually I give reach to someone else that's a little bit more useless, and I'll let them command because this thing is really important to have. It gives more campaign movement reach to whoever's commanding, and that's going to make our army be able to move further, which is going to be important because we can chase people down. Flexibility is also really good. If he is the prime minister, heir, or faction leader, which he is, we get 25% less redeployment cost, which is going to make it so whenever we send someone out on the field, it's going to cost way less, and it's also going to give us 5% more replenishment if he is commanding. And so now Zurong does not have to command because yeah, he had flexibility, and next level he's going to get reach, which is going to be about 2k XP, but we can have Zurong lead another army. We don't have to have him in Dongzuo's army, and he'll still be useful. So yeah, Dongzuo is going to be the commanding general once again. That'll make him happy, I guess. With that, we have 4k this turn to spend on whatever we really want to spend it on. I think a good investment would be to upgrade Shuofeng's state workshops up to communal workshops, and that's going to give us 100 more income per turn. It's going to cost 2100, which is kind of expensive, but it will eventually pay for itself, and it's good to get that income rolling early on. Looks like the next turn we're actually able to execute Gu Boxian. I think we executed someone last turn. I guess you can't execute 2 people in the same turn. But after executing him, I checked out the candidates that we have in our court, and this guy Zhang Zi is actually pretty nice, mainly because he starts out at level 4, and he also has an item, the Stone Pig, which right there I think that item could be worth about 1k, so we're not really losing much from recruiting him. The problem is he starts out at 5 satisfaction because he wants a higher court position, although he does actually have an amazing path. He has Judgment, which gives more range damage for the retinue, Resourcefulness, which gives Flaming Shot, and he has Precision, which gives more range armor piercing damage and more range firing rate when he's commanding, and he's also elusive, so he gets more cunning. The only thing is he is greedy, which does suck. It means that he has increased penalty from desire for higher office, but if we do give him some kind of office, then he'll be happy. He just might eventually defect, I think, because he has increased ambition to gain independence as an administrator. He's not going to defect just yet. He still has 5 satisfaction left. He has to get down to 0 before he will defect, and like maybe he will next turn, but we'll know before he's going to defect. But you have to end the turn with him having 0 satisfaction before he'll defect. We'll have Guosi march this way. Hopefully there's no ambush, and we'll attack Onding with Dongzuo. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll just occupy it. There's no one there. We now got a decision to make. There's a call to arms. Do we help which is going to cost us 20 intimidation. That's not even that much. It's like 2 battles, and we get relation with Liu Hong, or do we refuse aid and relationship deteriorates greatly between Liu Hong and Dong Zuo, and we lose 40 relation. I think we'll just give them aid. 20 intimidation is not that bad. Yeah, it does suck because we go down to tier 1 intimidation. We'll be losing public order until we can fight another battle, which actually we're going to be able to fight pretty soon. We got Han Sui over here who is neutral. He is not a part of our alliance, which we're currently in like this big alliance, and it's kind of breaking up. Like that's the whole thing with this DLC, is that there's a mandate war going on, and our victory condition is that we take out all the yellow turbans, who are apparently getting stronger and stronger as time progresses. Han Sui, however, is not a part of our alliance, and he's not a part of the yellow turbans. He's just kind of chilling down here. Same with Mateng over here, and I believe Mateng actually has a horse pasture too, or I guess the Han have the horse pasture, although I think we can pick that up from them. I believe there's a way to annex their territory, or maybe we can intimidate them and have them give it to us. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm pretty sure we can get this horse pasture from them. And actually, now I think about it, there's another horse pasture over here somewhere. We could just literally rush and try to get those 3 horse pastures as quickly as we can, but we are kind of a little bit early on that, mainly because we still need to pick up this reform Barded Mounts. If we actually just rush towards it, we can get there in 6 turns, and that unlocks the tribal horse host, which is the final tier of the horse pasture, and that gives minus 20% recruitment costs and upkeep for cavalry units. We have 3 of those. That's minus 60% upkeep for cavalry units. Do we rush it? Like that was the whole idea with the strat. Like we just rush into 3 horse pastures and just start doing work. I think we do, but I kind of want to take out Han Sui first, because that will give us a bit more income that we can work with, and will give us more intimidation because we'll be taking out Han Sui, and we'll be getting 10 intimidation each time we fight him in a battle. Assuming that's our plan, we're going to want a trebuchet with flaming shot on the field ASAP, and so we're going to get Zhang Zi on the field, who by the way is down to 1 satisfaction. He is so close to leaving us. So pro tip, move the army before you put somebody on the field, because we lost our mustering bonus for these archers. I didn't put the trebuchet out yet, so that's good. Let's give him 1 trebuchet or 2, and we'll just go for 2. We're going for that blitz strat, and we're just going to try to take out Han Sui as quickly as we can, and those 2 trebuchets are going to help with that. But yeah, what I was saying about mustering is that after you recruit a new unit, it gets a mustering bonus until you move it, and like these archers lost the mustering bonus, but these trebuchets still have it, and it's a 12% extra replenishment per turn, which is pretty huge. Like you can see the trebuchet is replenishing much quicker than this archer, and that's just going to last 1 turn because we're going to be moving next turn. But yeah, Zhang Zi really desires a higher court position, negative 54 for that, so we're going to give him 1. We're going to make him the administrator of Zeki, and doing this is actually going to give us a lot of bonuses, like 5 extra food production, 10% more income, 5% less construction cost. And the reason why is because he has this upgrade abundance, which gives 5% more food production for the administered commandery, which he is the administrator of Zeki now. We could trade that food off too. I'm kind of lazy, but who wants some food? I mean, this guy actually, Liu Hong, the first guy I talked to, really wants... Was this the guy we actually said we would help out, by the way? Is there 2 Liu Hongs, by the way? Okay, yeah, there's actually 2 Liu Hongs. That's why I was confused. But the Emperor has negative 9 food per turn, and he's 91k. This dude really wants food. Well, he's not giving us that much, I guess, but for 5 food, he's giving us 8.5 points. How much money will he give us? Like, this dude really does not want to give away his money, man. He is so stingy for having that much money. I guess he's losing a lot of money per turn. I think that's why. Oh, we can't even coerce him either. We have no more intimidation. What about this other Liu Hong? He is at a 3 food deficit, so yeah, he's really wanting food. He's actually got a military great axe that he'll give us. Let's give him 4 food, and we'll pretty much say that's a deal. And we're just giving him 4 food for 10 turns, so once that runs out, we'll get that food back, but we'll keep the item too. We'll give that axe to Zhu Rong, and that's going to give him a lot more armor piercing damage, a lot more base damage, and some more HP as well, because it's going to give him more resolve. Onding's public order is really bad. It's actually about to go to negative 100, which means there's going to be a rebellion spawning soon. And the small town actually doesn't even have a garrison. We need to upgrade it to a town, and that's going to take 3 turns. Let's just hope that the rebellion does not spawn near this small town, because that's going to suck if it does. Yep, there's a rebellion, and no, it's right next to the small town. No, you've got to be kidding me. Why, game? Why are you doing this? I hope it doesn't attack this turn, and it will give us a turn to react. We could drop an army here at Onding, and we could just wipe these guys out. I think we should, because apparently they're going to replenish a lot next turn, even though it says they're unable to replenish because they're in enemy territory. Right here it says they're going to replenish a ton. So I guess we could just drop out Zhu Huan on the field. He only costs 120 per turn with these 2 archers. He can't take them out by himself though. I think we're going to have to put Niu Fu out here on the field too. And actually Niu Fu has really good assignments, so we're just going to drop one of our commanders on the field. I think Dongmin, Dong Zhuo's son's actually not that bad. I mean, he's got intensity, which gives more charge speed for his retinue, gives him mighty knockback, more morale to his army too when he's attacking, as long as he's the commander, which actually right there, that's going to be pretty big. We're going to put him on the field, make him the commanding general, and I think he can take out Bu Ri
No.
This guy says no, but I think we can do it. Dongmin's actually getting pounded already, and like we haven't even done damage to Biuri, which by the way, we've been wailing on that guy. I don't know how we didn't do damage to him. Dude, we're doing no damage to him. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, this sucks. This sucks real bad. We're running. Our strategist is running already. Okay, wait, we have to redo this. Okay, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I did not take into account how much of a loser Dongmin was gonna be in this battle. Like, the dude was just not putting up the damage that I thought he was gonna put up, and I didn't think these yellow turban generals would be all that formidable, but apparently they are. Buri has a ton of armor. Wait, what is going on with this guy? He's got 52% armor base, and yeah, the commander armor actually really sucks. It only has a 30 armor base. Maybe that's why people say commanders suck, because their armor sucks. Minus 5% speed and melee attack rate too. Wait, what? But it gives an extra 6 charge bonus. I feel like that really sucks, actually. Yeah, we probably should have put our vanguard on the field, Niufu. Well, on the bright side, we can withdraw. Now, I don't know exactly how far we can withdraw. Yeah, we're not withdrawing that far. Can we get anyone else on the field, though? We don't have much money left. That's the only issue. Oh, no. RIP Dongmin next turn, maybe? Or can we get back in Onding? No, we can't get back in Onding. This is so bad. It's going to cost 750 to rush the construction of Onding Small Town. That actually might be the play. We could get 250 somehow, or 200 easily. Like, there's definitely things we can do to get 200. Like, we have 1 extra food. All right, Wang Ri, you need food. And you're going to give us 2.5 points. Give us just 200 for this, and I'll be happy. Oh, you're going to give us more than that. Okay, I'm down for 879. Yeah, I'm taking that, because we're about to upgrade Onding into a small town instantly, which gives it a garrison. And actually, can we attack these guys still? No, we can't attack these guys. Hope such is legendary. We're just going to hope these guys do not replenish next turn. And I mean, we could pull back our armies. Like, we can march pretty close, but we'll be losing a lot of time. And time is just something we don't have here. We're going for a speed run, and we're just going to march towards Jincheng Silk Trader. They are attacking Onding, the town. Crushing defeat, even though our forces are evenly matched. And wait, are they attacking our town? Like, if they're actually attacking in our town, I'm so confused here. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Why does it say that we're gonna lose now that we're defending a town? These guys have a lot more units now or something? Like, I don't think they do, right? The only thing that does suck is we have to wait for our reinforcements, which are gonna spawn outside of the city, but they should be able to get here in time. And like, look at this layout. In this choke point, there's 2 towers here, 2 towers here, 2 towers here, and all these towers have 360-degree angle fire, which is absolutely nuts. Like, I am so confused as to why the game thinks we're gonna lose this. I want to try to ignite this oil when they take this capture point. I don't know if our archers can. I don't know if we have the range. Hopefully we do. Yeah, they're taking the capture point right now. Can we fire at it? Ignite it? Yeah, it's actually on fire. And okay, they put this oil over here on fire too. Okay, wait, this is actually awesome. So this oil over here is burning. These guys are walking through the oil. They're getting completely dumpstered on, I think. Yeah, there's just so many towers everywhere. Like, there's no chance that these guys have of getting through these towers. These guys are also getting destroyed over here. They haven't even gotten close to anywhere towards the middle of our base. Like, we have a barricade here, a barricade over here that they have to destroy. We just have to surround Buri, who's a freaking tank. His morale should be going down pretty soon though, because most of his units are running now. Like, we're surrounding him with these mounted saber militia. We got our 2 generals on him too. These guys are flashing too, and they're still getting bombarded by our archers. They're kind of making their way in here, but they are flashing. Okay, never mind. They're actually done so. I meant Dunzo. Oh, these guys are flashing too. Yep, they're running. GG. We only ended up losing 41 there. That's actually really good. That was better than our other outcome. I mean, obviously it was better than our other outcome. We won. And ooh, this guy had an overseer. Let's execute him for that. We'll just execute this guy too, I think. If we release him, we get 100, but I think he still stays on the field. I don't think we want that. We'll ransom them for 600. Holy cow. And yeah, we took them out completely. And now we got Dongmin on the field. This useless pile of... I really don't know what we're going to do with him. I mean, we could have him just kind of defend. We are losing a lot of public order still, and there might be another rebellion. So yeah, we'll just have him play defense. In this next turn, we will be able to take on Jincheng Silk Trader. That's going to piss off Matang a lot. I think Han Sui and Matang have an alliance. Gongdu and Huangshao actually like this though. We're going to attack the Silk Trader, and yeah, we do have our reinforcements coming in from behind. We could just delegate this. That might be the better play here. Although we do have artillery, so maybe not. Maybe we'll just bombard them from afar. And wait, we got reinforcements coming. Oh, we got a trebuchet. That's why they're going to charge. Wait, these guys are already flashing. We're not even firing at them right now. These archer captains too. Yeah, they're already fleeing. These saber militia are going to flee too. There's no way they're going to be able to hold up. Yeah, they're flashing. That's actually insane. They are pretty outnumbered, but yeah, they're all running. Besides these saber militia, which are extremely healthy. Let's see if we can change that a bit. We'll start bombarding them. Wait, they're flashing at full HP. They're about to be hit by a few siege bolts. and I'm guessing that might make them run. 115 down to 102. Yep, they're running. GG. Wow. Well, that was easy. We lost 0 units and we got their silk trader. And now onwards towards Jincheng small city. I want to say actually in 3 turns, so we're just gonna not march. We're just gonna walk. And let's look at our trebuchets and stuff. A little bit of extra healing this next turn because we're not marching. And what the heck is this? Zun Yu is actually in our candidates. The Hegemon's aid. Zun Yu's armor gives him 18 cunning, 5% more character XP for the army. Okay, wait, we should pick this guy up. We are so low on money though. But yeah, we're getting this guy, I don't care. He's brilliant too, which is awesome. And he starts with a really good path. Okay, this guy's actually so good. His armor gives his retinue discipline, which I think is pretty good as well. Okay, it's actually not that good. It just makes it so they will not suffer a morale penalty if he dies, and they will rally after routing more often. Discipline is not my favorite skill. Regardless though, this guy's nuts. Or he could be a little bit nuttier, I guess. I mean, Hegemon's aid gives him 15 cunning, which is really good. But a lot of these special strategists that have like their own art and stuff, like this guy's obviously a big deal because he's got his own art. A lot of these dudes will have like 30 cunning. So yeah, he could have more, but I mean, he starts with 103 cunning. That's still really good. And he's only level 1 and he's got brilliant. I'm not complaining. To get him leveled up quickly, we can have him do assignments, which I've been kind of neglecting so far in this playthrough. I just kind of forgot about them. But there's a very particular one I want to have him do at Jincheng, which we are now sieging, by the way. We got both of our armies over here and we're about to attack it. Now, Han Sui is extremely far away and I don't know where he's going exactly. It looks like he's trying to sneak past us and attack one of our towns in the back, but he's about to lose his capital. I don't know if he'll still stay on the map even after we take it, but we're about to find out, and let's attack Jincheng. We have nearly 2k units against their 751, and if we just delegate it, we'll win a decisive victory. But I'd rather just fight this one on the field, and we can just attack right away because we have trebuchets. This side seems by far the best side to attack from. There's only one fort tower here, a fort tower over here, and a tower over here, which like everywhere else we attack from, it just feels like we're attacking into more stuff. We're gonna have our trebuchets aim at their gatehouse, and we're gonna try to knock that thing down. If they do miss, we'll hope they miss high and they'll hit the fort tower. It looks like they're not missing high though. Let's have them aim at the fort tower instead, and maybe they'll miss low this time. If they miss low, they'll hit the gatehouse, and if they miss high, they might hit these units behind the fort tower. And yeah, on that volley we did some good damage to the gatehouse. It's at 40%, 67% now. And the fort tower is at 25% fire damage. I think it needs to get to like 60% fire damage and then it will burn. We destroyed the gate on like the 3rd volley, but the fort tower still is pretty healthy. We need to take that thing out. And yeah, once it got to, I think it was 58% fire damage, it's now burning. Once the damage gets to 100%, which right now it's slowly going up, the fort tower will be completely burnt out and it cannot do anything anymore. Now we're gonna try to take out this arrow tower over here. We'll get as close as we can to this arrow tower, staying outside of its firing radius, and we'll lob flaming shots at it, which like we actually hit it on the first volley. That's really nice because usually trebuchets are not that accurate when they're attacking arrow towers because they're so narrow. Let's also have these trebuchets attack this fort tower. They're barely outside its radius as well. And with this amount of ammo left and a little bit of luck, we might actually be able to take out the arrow tower and the fort tower. Wait, and the fire damage actually goes down over time? I did not know that. Was that like an update or something? Because yeah, assuming we don't hit it, it looks like it's repairing itself. That's not good. And we haven't even hit this fort tower yet. Well, I guess we hit it for 7% damage. Maybe we just have all of our trebuchets focus this arrow tower first, and we just try to at least get the arrow tower down. And this trebuchet is out of ammo, but they did set this arrow tower on fire, and now it's gonna be burning for good. I don't even think we have enough ammo to take out this fort tower though. We can try, I guess. Or maybe what we could do is try to blast a hole in this fort wall, and we could try to breach through this thing, because this is gonna be out of line of sight of this fort tower, and there's a fort tower over here too, but we're gonna be barely out of line of sight of both of these. If we can breach this fort wall, which we did 30% damage on one volley. We're just using standard rounds for this thing, as standard rounds I believe do better damage to walls. It's up to 70% damage, but I think we only have one shot left.
Men have no ammunition.
And yeah, we got up to 90% damage. We need to get up to 100 to knock it out. Oh, that's unfortunate. And it looks like our bolt artillery cannot hit these fort walls, so we'll just have them start bombarding, I guess, these archers up here, which seem to be pretty stacked up. We're being really inaccurate trying to hit them on top of these walls though. It's not the easiest thing to do. Looks like one of our bullet crossbows is actually aiming for these spear guards, and they're taking out a good amount of them. I'm gonna take out a pretty good amount of these archers as well. They're down to 79. And these archers are down to 97. And I think we have our generals just charge in there maybe. All right, we're sending our generals in here, and we need to go for this capture point first things first. There's nobody guarding it, so we should be able to take it out pretty easily. Dong Zuo is the only one here. He got in here really quickly with his fast mount, but he took out these towers, and now they're not gonna be firing at us anymore. Get Dong Zuo in these archer line, and he's just destroying them. down to 75 off of that charge. I think they were at like 90 before. I don't know where the rest of their units are hiding. Like, I think they have one more retinue of units that are just hiding somewhere, because yeah, these archers are gone. These archers are flashing. And yeah, there's one G infantry captain that's still up, and there's a lot of towers between us and it. We're just gonna send our generals in towards the right here, and we're gonna avoid their towers. These towers can almost hit us, but not quite. These towers cannot hit us also if we do take this route, although we will be having to tank these towers for a bit, at least until we can capture them, and that shouldn't actually take too long. We got Dongzhuo in there. He's capturing. Yeah, it's done. We got our 3 generals in the center, and we're gonna try to do this without taking any damage. We just gotta try to outmaneuver these captains and take their capture point without engaging them. We just get inside the capture point. Well, they're not gonna chase us. They're okay with us just capturing it, and since we have 3 generals in here, they have way more capture power than these G infantry captains, so we're taking it over. The city's now ours, and we just gotta wait for, I think it's 200 in-game seconds, and we win the battle, and we won't have to fight these G infantry captains at all. We'll just be able to capture them. We could just take these guys out with our generals, but our generals would take damage, and why have our generals take damage when we can just capture this for free? And we captured it. Now these guys are running. We could kill them, but we can also just capture them too. And with that, we captured the small city of Jincheng, losing only 221 units. Dongzhuo still had full movement left, so we decided to have him chase down Han Sui, who is currently planning to retake Jincheng's silk trader. After taking the city, we decided to have Zun Yu do his assignment at Jincheng, which boosts its commerce, silk, and spice income by 75%. Not only will this give him a good amount of experience per turn, the bonus is great for Jincheng because the buildings here are mainly focused on commerce and silk. It took him 1 turn to prepare for the assignment, but afterwards he boosted Jincheng's income from 365 to 564, giving us about 200 extra income per turn. We also started upgrading the Silk Road Trader to a Silk Road trading post, which gave 50 extra silk income, and that's actually boosted by his assignment, so it actually be more like 88 extra income just from his boosted assignment. And the trading post also gives us 10% extra income from silk. Han Sui was also encroaching on Jincheng's silk trader, so we sent Dongzhuo to cut him off, and he retreated, recognizing that we had a stronger force. There's also this other army over here belonging to Xiao Zuwan, who apparently we're at war with due to the fact that they are allied with Han Sui. Their army is a little bit over halfway healed up, and so we'd like to take it out before it does heal up. Currently it's in March stance, so it is not healing though, and I'm also not sure where this guy's borders are. He will not heal up unless he's in his own borders, maybe inside his allies' borders as well. I'm not sure how alliances actually work with the replenishment, but even if we do nothing, he might not heal. Since we're going for speedrun strats, we're gonna have Guosi march all the way over here, well, sail half the way and then march half the way. And even if Han Sui marches towards Guosi, he won't be able to catch him. Only Bygone Yu will be able to catch him, and he might not even be able to. He can barely reach him even though he's marching. We're gonna do a test with Dongzhuo and see how smart this AI is, and we're gonna move him out of Jincheng Silk Trader, and we're gonna set up an ambush. And ideally next turn, Han Sui will not recognize that Dongzhuo is there setting up an ambush, even though he should have seen him set it up. Like, it's pretty obvious what we just did. But I've noticed in the past that the AI is kind of dumb when it comes to ambushes, so let's see what they do. Unfortunately, it looks like Han Sui did not spring our trap, and he is currently marching back to Wui, which he can actually make it further than Guosi because we're marching through trees. We're still going to continue marching towards Wui, and we might be able to take on Han Sui next turn, assuming he does march this way, although we will not be able to take him on with Bygone Yu if Bygone Yu does decide to help out. I think Dongzhuo can take them both on though, and so we're gonna have him sail this way. Okay, that's actually maybe really bad. I think getting out of the boat was a bad idea there, and we might have to take on Han Sui and Bygone Yu next turn. And no, actually, Han Sui marched towards Wui and is now setting up an ambush, but it's a pretty obvious one. We saw the ambush. Unfortunately, it looks like Dongzhuo is not going to be able to make it to Bygone Yu this next turn, and if we were to attack them, I don't think Han Sui would be able to help him because he's currently in ambush, and I guess he's pretty close, so maybe it's a good thing that we can't attack him. We're going to have Guosi walk a bit towards Wui and set up an ambush so that if Han Sui does try to reinforce his town, he's going to get ambushed by Guosi and we should be able to take him out. And it looks like Han Sui is going to abandon his new capital of Wui, and so we're going to take that out with just Guosi. There's only 481 units here defending it, and since it's a large town, we're just going to take them on the field. Since we have trebuchets, they are charging out at us. Well, kinda. They're also kind of just walking in circles and I guess trying to avoid the trebuchet fire. I don't know if this is some kind of advanced tactic that the AI uses, or maybe they're just waiting for their other archers. Either way, their G infantry captain's already flashing. Their archers are going to be flashing pretty soon, I think. And yeah, they actually move as soon as the trebuchet almost hits them. That's pretty interesting. The AI is using some very advanced tactics on us. Let's go for these archers in the back. The only thing I'm worried about is their archers. We can shred their G militia with our archers. Just archers left, and they're running. GG. And we just got a massive present in our candidates box. I've been checking this every turn, and Gongsung Zan is in our candidates menu. This dude's insane. He's got the Dreadbringer, which gives him a ton more instinct and also makes him have scare. The main thing about this weapon though is it has a ton of armor piercing damage, 1.9k. It was funny because I was thinking, should I upgrade this horse exchange up to a mail post? And I'm really glad I did not, because that would have been all of our money. I'm glad I spent our money on Gongsung Zan, who starts out at level 3, by the way. We'll go more into Gongsung Zan's skills and what we're going to do with him when we do put him on the field, which is going to be probably in a while, but I am just really glad we were able to pick him up because he's going to be super useful later. As far as Han Sui, I don't really know what his game plan is, and I don't even know if he has any territory left over, but we'll just chase him down with Dong Zuo and see what happens next turn. Mainly, like, will he even stay on the map if he has no territory? Oh, and I'm actually seeing down here he does have Wui's horse pasture, which is actually a really good thing. I was kind of worried that it was deserted, so we'd have to spend like 4k to take it over, or I think that's how much it costs to take over a deserted settlement. Maybe it's 2k. Either way though, it is a good thing that Han Sui did colonize it. I'm also kind of worried that we might get ambushed by both these armies if they're really coordinated. Okay, never mind. Dong Zuo will not have to take them both on. With Guoxi, I'm tempted to march towards Wui, but it says we're going to be able to get about down here in 3 turns. But it does show us that if we just walk in our normal stance over here, it's going to take us 3 turns. So we're just going to do that. If we try to go down here though, it's going to take us 4 turns. So we can barely make it, which is perfect. This way our troops are going to be able to heal up for 1 more turn. On our second turn, we're actually going to have to stop barely outside of our borders, but that's going to be necessary because if we stop inside of our borders, we're not going to make it to Wui, at least not in 3 turns. And we're going for that speed run, baby. Also, Han Sui just keeps running, and he's running towards Jincheng small city. There's a trick we can do though to help capture him, and we're going to put Dongmin on the field, who currently has 0 recruitment costs because we deleted both of his other units. And I think he had like what Dong Pishan has, a mounted saber militia and a saber militia or something like that. Not units that we really care about losing. And we also deleted both of Zhao Huan's archers, so we can put him on the field as well for 0 cost, and we're just going to park them in Jincheng. This will serve multiple purposes. A, if Jincheng is attacked by Han Sui next turn, which I actually don't think is possible. Since it's a small city, I think he has to spend a turn to siege and build a battering ram, so we don't have to worry about that, I believe. And also, we can't attack Han Sui this turn with Dong Zuo, but we can march over here, which actually won't get us much closer. We can't go inside of his circle, so we might as well just do a normal stance over here. And now we'll just see what this guy does. Is he going to fight, or is he going to run and possibly sail down the Yellow River? And it looks like Han Sui decided to go into the river. Now, I don't even know if Dong Zuo can chase him down this turn. We got in a boat, and we can get him next turn, but next turn he's probably just going to run to the left. Although maybe Dong Min can actually catch him, and it looks like Dong Zuo will be able to help.
With honor.
Oh, and he ran. He was able to retreat. That's unfortunate. What if we had Dong Zuo go full speed and chase this guy down? And then I think Dongmin actually will be able to catch him. Oh, wow, that's actually awesome. Dongmin was able to catch him, and Dong Zuo was in range, so he can help out. In these boat battles, you do have to delegate, which does kind of suck. Hopefully we don't like lose any of our generals or anything. And wow, it looks like we almost lost Zhao Huan and Dongmin, as well as we almost lost Li Ru and Zhu Rong. Holy cow, that was almost really scary. But we did take him out. We lost 220 units. And we captured Cheng Yi, who will actually join us, and this guy's traits are really good. He's scholarly, so he gets more XP, perceptive, so he has a higher chance of capturing enemy officers post-battle, which is amazing, and he's humble, so we don't have to promote him, and he's going to be really high in satisfaction. He's also got a pretty solid item, so we're definitely not going to want to release him. Let's employ him. Ooh, and we can ransom the rest of the troops we captured for 933. That's really nice. After hiring Cheng Yi, we're now losing 62 per turn, and we're going to do something we should have done a long time ago, which is dump these multiple bolt crossbows. They're level 5, and units gain XP over time as they do battle, so it does kind of suck that we have to dump a level 5 unit. As well as we're also going to start dumping a lot of our G militia. These things are costing us 120 per turn, which is pretty expensive. At least we'll dump the ones in Dong Zuo's party, because he's not really giving them any bonuses. Since Dong Zuo is a vanguard, his skill path more benefits cavalry anyways. With that, we're now gaining 738 per turn, and things are now looking up for us. We'll have Dong Zuo sail over towards Wui's horse pasture, which is about to be taken out next turn by Guoxi. I don't think Han Sui is going to have the time to be able to put any army on the field, because we did just kill his main army. A warrior worth 1,000 men. Your plans are being thwarted by the upstart Ding Yuan. While others have bent the knee, he continues to defy you. But his forces are strong, and his adopted son Lu Bu is said to be a fearsome warrior. Relationship deepens between Dong Zuo and Lu Bu. Ooh. Okay, well, if we hover over Lu Bu, you can see he is the warrior without equal, and he gets 40 expertise, 25 instinct, and 15 resolve. I don't know if he was this crazy in 3 kingdoms or if they buffed him. I'm pretty sure he was this crazy though. Lu Bu is pretty insane. In 3 kingdoms, he starts out serving Dong Zhuo, and I'm not sure how close we are to that point. We're currently at autumn 188, and I believe 3 kingdoms starts at 190. At max, I think we're like 8 turns away from where 3 kingdoms starts. Or I think we're like 6 turns away because there's 4 seasons per year, and it goes autumn, then winter, then it's the next year. Then we have to go 4 more seasons, and then it's going to be 190. Either way, it's time to attack Wui's horse pasture, or I guess we're not going to be able to attack it this turn. It says it's going to take 2 turns to get there, I think. Yeah, it's going to take us 2 turns, which is pretty unfortunate because there's now Wang Guo in their garrison. Although I don't think this horse pasture is all that upgraded, so I don't think we should have too much of a problem taking this out, even with this general garrison here. And oh no, this actually kind of sucks. So we got a quest, the Glint of Gold. Your advisor suggests that Lu Bu's avarice could be used against him. If you were to incentivize him, he may join you. Now we can offer him gold, which is going to be treasury minus 1,000, but we don't have 1,000 in our treasury because I just upgraded one of our horse pastures for 1,000, which I should not have done. I would much rather lose 1,000 than lose the red hair, which if we give Lu Bu the red hair, he should be using it when he does join us. At least that's how it works in 3 kingdoms. Like, that's Lu Bu's mount. Part of me thinks it's just going to be destroyed though somehow, and so I'm not really sure if that's the best play. I feel like it's just going to somehow go away. I think we'll offer him gold even though we don't have 1,000. Maybe he'll just be okay with it. We definitely want Lu Bu to join us. We offered him a sizable amount to join our faction. Treasury minus 1,000. We didn't have 1,000. He didn't end up joining us off of that, but maybe that was progress towards him joining us later on. And in a completely unrelated event, we got a new mount, which was given to us from our famous animal tamer that we upgraded earlier. It was a exceptional gray stallion, which is actually a pretty solid mount. It gives 6 expertise and 20 charge bonus. This thing's gonna go really well on maybe like Gongsun Zan. All right, this next turn looks like we can see Zhao Zuan's only army, which for some reason is marching, which like doesn't make sense because they're in their own territory and they could be healing up right now. But no, they're gonna march, which does prevent their healing. And we're actually gonna have Dong Zhuo get between them and their farmland so they can't reinforce it. And this way, Zhao Zuan is gonna be forced to attack Dong Zhuo next turn or just run away. And if he runs away, he's gonna lose his last territory. We'll have Guosi finish off Han Sui as well, attacking his horse pasture, which he did actually reinforce with another general. Our forces are evenly matched. Advisors predict a close victory, huh? Well, that's not good. And we actually don't have that much of an advantage going for us. I mean, we do have 2 trebuchets with a lot of archers, but archers aren't all that great against like their generals. I feel like we should fight this one on the field though, because it says close victory, and I feel like we can do better than close victory here. All right, so we actually got a pretty cool setup here, mainly because I think the enemy will have to charge into us, and we got some spikes as well as some oil. The reason why I think they're going to charge into us is because we have these trebuchets that are going to be bombarding them, and we can actually start bombarding their lance cavalry captains right away, which are actually going to be moving slower because they have to charge through the snow. That lowers their speed by 15%. I have noticed the AI is pretty good with cavalry when it comes to avoiding trebuchet shots. Like, they do move a bit. With 2 volleys, we have not hit a single lance cavalry captain, which is not good. I don't know if we should be aiming at these guys. We only hit 3 of them on that volley. Okay, we're actually going to aim for something easier to hit, like maybe some of these G militia, especially because our archers will be able to tear up these lance cavalry captains pretty hard, and our trebuchets are making these G militias already flash, which is really good. Our G infantry can also lay down call chops. I'm not sure how these work exactly, but I guess they just throw call chops on the ground and they can be used to catch people, I think. Well, this is becoming quite the cluster. Their generals are getting into our trebuchets, I think, which is never a good thing, or they're just doing whatever, I don't know. But these lance cavalry captains are fleeing, which is great. We've almost killed Wang Guo, which is great. We don't really want to kill him though. Can he just run? Yeah, he's gonna run. Let's just focus this girl now. And Mayo Wanwan's about to run. Okay, yeah, she's gonna run. Just let her run. Don't kill her off. It looks like it's just these lance cavalry captains and like these archers. Do not hit our trebuchets, please. They're hitting our trebuchets, aren't they? Oh, not. Yeah, they're doing some damage to our trebuchets. That kind of sucks, but they're running now, it looks like. And I think that's it for them. Is that not it? Okay, yeah, that's it. And it was a close victory. Yeah, that was kind of rough. I didn't really use the oil either. My oil placement was not that good, and I don't think the enemy even ended up charging over it. All right, we took out their horse pasture. We lost 250 units, which that's no big deal. And Han Sui's faction is now destroyed. Right after his faction got destroyed, I checked the candidates menu, and we got this guy Guo Jia, who is actually amazing. He's level 4 and he has 134 cunning, which is an insane amount. And he also has a special armor that gives 10% more XP to the army, 15% more speed to him, which I don't think that's a big deal because he's a strategist who really cares how fast he is. But it gives him 18 more cunning, which is quite a lot. But yeah, with that we'll end turn and we'll see what Bygone Yu does. Oh, it looks like he's actually gonna fight us. And advisors do predict that we win a Pyrrhic victory, which maybe we should actually consider taking this outcome, although we could lose our generals. They're pretty low on HP still. We'll try to fight this on the field, even though all of our units are gonna be tired because we were marching, and this is gonna be a really hard battle to win. Even though all of our units are currently tired, we do have some things going for us. The enemy is gonna be charging into us, and we do have 2 arrow towers currently set up, and those will be constantly bombarding these guys. We also have caltrops that we're gonna drop maybe on the left side over here, because it looks like the enemy is sending in some mounted saber militia. And let's also try to ignite this oil too. Did it actually work? I think it killed some of these mounted saber militia. And ooh, let's get Dongzhuo in here and help out these guys. So far so good. We're taking out their mounted saber militia. Oh, we got some enemies over here to the right. Some Queen marauders are trying to charge in, but they ran over our caltrops and they actually got kind of shredded by them. It took out 2 of them. Those caltrops are actually really good. And then our G militia are gonna shred the rest of them. Yeah, they're about to run. Let's get Dongzhuo in the middle of the rest of their melee, I guess, and have them use Reign of Terror as well. So none of our units will run and they'll get bonuses to their melee damage. These G infantry captains are running, as well as these Queen polearms are running as well. These Queen hunters are kind of annoying though, because I think we have to wait. Actually, negative 55 morale, and oh no, Dongzhuo killed their general. I was gonna try to capture him, but I guess I'm not complaining because we did end up winning. That was actually way better than I think the delegated outcome would have been, because it was a close victory. The battle predictors said we should have won a Pyrrhic victory, and yeah, we only lost 200 units. That was pretty good. On top of the fact that we can ransom the rest of their troops for 1,200 income. Holy cow, that's huge for us because we're really low on money right now. And here we go. In spring 189, Lu Bu arrives at our palace, holding a sack dripping with blood, and kneels before you. I bring a gift to you, my new father, the head of my former master, Ding Yuan. He won't be using it anymore. We can either adopt him or reject him. I think we'll definitely reject him. Lu Bu is not someone that we want to join us. No, I'm just kidding. We definitely are going to adopt him. And it looks like since Lu Bu killed his former master, their faction actually joins us. Our 2 factions have become one. Deployed generals and family members have remained in this new faction, and that faction was to our east a bit. It was Taiyuan and Taiyuan's toolmaker. On top of getting Lu Bu, we also got a couple of their generals, Bi Shi, who starts out at level 5, and Zhang Liao, who starts out at level 3. They both start out with 0 satisfaction, and Zhang Liao has a faction grudge against us, so he's probably going to leave next turn. I'm not really sure how we're going to fix this. In order to keep him, we have to boost his satisfaction by 35, which is going to be really hard to do in 1 turn. And this guy's not going to be as difficult. We only have to boost his satisfaction by 3 and he'll stay. And we also have the negative 10 debuff, Intimidated by Execution, which is going to run out next turn because we have not executed anyone recently. I'm going to leave that predicament for the next episode, as we accomplished what we set out to do in this video, which was capture the 3 horse pastures. The way we got the 3rd one was we were able to coerce the Han Empire into giving it to us, which did cost a bunch of intimidation. But since they're so afraid of us, we were able to just coerce them, and they gave us the horse pastures as well as some money. Here's what our territory is looking like now. We are the green, and Zai Zuan is still surviving, but we're going to take him out pretty soon. We'll be doing that at the start of the next episode, and if you guys did like it and you want to see the next episode, then drop a like on the video. I also want to give a shout out to Creative Assembly. They're hooking me up with 4 Three Kingdoms and Mandate of Heaven keys, which I'll be giving out in various ways. The first one is going to be on my Twitter. The next way to win a set of keys is this upcoming Saturday. I'm doing a Rust event on my custom Rust server. The winner of that will get $50 plus 3 Kingdoms in the new DLC. If any of you guys are interested in that, then join the Discord. I'll link that below. And the 3rd and the 4th keys I'll be giving away in my other follow-up 3 Kingdoms videos. So stay tuned for those. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.